Said this is how they built the Ark, one piece at a time.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Hello there, ladies and gents. Are you ready to rock? Are you ready to rock?
We had to augment the stage down there at Janus Live because we couldn't fit everybody on this thing.
I've been on that stage before. That stage is huge. You must be really bringing in some machinery.
Would you like to do another with me? Would you like to do another with me?
Yeah, we extended the stage and brought the wings out, and we've made it so that we can put the orchestra above us.
18-piece orchestra.
They're actually building a stage above a stage.
And the whole idea of this is to recreate Dream Police in the way it was meant to be performed.
I want you to want me.
It's been an unbelievable week with a whirlwind press tour leading up to the show with Cheap Trick's very own Robin Zander.
It is the Khaled Show, last broadcast of 2011. Full of crowd here for Christmas. Very first time I ever heard a Cheap Trick song, I was in 5th grade. My friend Hector was in 8th grade, and he brought an 8-track over to the house. And we listened to it over and over, not just because it was good music, but because we were positive the lyrics were, the Dream Police, they live in my head, the Dream Police, they come to pee in my bed. And we were just like, oh my God, why are they peeing in that guy's bed?
That was very close.
Tell me what we got going on for New Year's. This is what I heard. I heard that it's you and the Cheap Trick Band.
This is so cool.
Is it a full chorus that's with you guys?
Not a full chorus. We call them the Mind Choir.
What is the Mind
The Mind Choir is 4 singers, 4 guys. And we had them for the Sgt. Pepper shows.
Galvin said they were phenomenal.
Yeah, and they're great. They're really great. And we also have an 18-piece orchestra that's going to be here. Some members from the Florida Orchestra, some members are from the Florida Jazz Band, the horn players and stuff. And we tried to pick the cream of the crop, you know, to get the best guys.
Welcome now to a good friend and a local boy.
Hello, John.
Mr.
Good to see you again.
When we knew we were onto something, I think, was with that. We got a tour with Kiss. We drove to New York and got this gig at Nexus, Kansas City.
Yeah.
And Gene Simmons happened to be sitting in the front row, along with only 10 other people in the whole place. It's a true
Pretty
story.
good audience.
Yeah. Well, he liked us a lot, so he threw a $100 bill on the stage, and Rick picked it up and stuck it in his mouth and ate it. Well, he loved that. So after the show, he came backstage and offered us this tour through Canada. Well, of course, you know, hey. So we went from, you know, maybe the biggest audience in Chicago in the clubs was 1,000 people that we played for. We were pretty popular in that general area. We went from that to 20, 25, 30,000 people every night. To Julie? I played this Rickenbacker guitar that I've had since 1977 or 8. And it's my main guitar. And I didn't find out until 91 or 2 that it actually belonged to Johnny Ramone. And I bought it in a pawn shop in Tulsa, Oklahoma while we were touring. And he obviously had sold it to this guy. And I bought it for $350, and sure enough, it's the same guitar.
I want you to want me.
I got a chance to catch up with some of the band members as they prepared for tonight's show.
Hey man, how you doing? What the
Hey,
hell?
Rick Nielsen, what's happening?
We got to be here.
And by the way, I don't know if you
When
saw
is it?
his shoes yet or not, but those are perhaps the coolest shoes I've ever seen in my life, I swear to God. I can tell you brought a bunch of guitars on the road. I see it right there.
There's at least one over there.
Are you still toting like 20 to 25?
Something like that, yeah. Something like that.
Now, do you tote them or do you actually play them all throughout the show?
Well, we bring them and then I play them throughout the show.
But they're actually all getting used during the show tonight.
Yeah.
I might have to snake those off you. Tell me about the vision for this and what you had in mind when you guys mapped this thing out.
Well, we didn't think of all the logistical fun there is, but we're a band. We're music, so you know, music's key, and having the orchestra playing the actual original charts that we'd made way back when we did the Dream Police album, and then with all the other songs we have that. Lending the orchestra to it, and we're Cheap Trick. It's not like sweetening our sound at all. It's pretty heavy-duty string arrangements as opposed to just somebody playing some lush background
Well, like with that being said, take me back to when the Dream Police album came out, and you had the orchestra involved.
Yeah.
How tough is that to go to the record label and go, hey, you know what I'm thinking here is we get a full orchestra involved?
Yeah, well, they weren't keen on it, but we were in California when we did it, and we enlisted some important people. Jay Winding was the guy that wrote the stuff with us. He actually toured with us. His father was Kai Winding, who was a famous jazz trombonist, and he knew what he was doing, and we trusted him, and we went with it. And actually, Robin and I were in the studio when we did it, when we did the strings, and they, oh, what are you doing here? You know, the string players. And I said, that should be a flat instead of a sharp. You know, it's like, because we actually know music.
Right.
And it wasn't just like we're standing, oh, whoa, that's a violin. You know, we already knew all that kind of stuff. And to make the arrangements right, we had to fine tune it ourselves, and it was fun to do. It was amazing to do, and we've liked it ever. You know, I grew up in a musical background, so it's like it was the right thing to do.
Thanks again, Rick. Appreciate it.
Bada boom, bada bing.
Again, New Year's Eve tonight.
Ryan Seacrest, I can't believe I'm meeting you.
So Tom, tell me about the show tonight. You know, it's at the legendary Janus Live. We're excited about it. I mean, it's New Year's Eve, and look at this production, my man. This is amazing. Tell me about it.
It's not bad, eh?
It's a doozy. I'm looking at this whole stage. It's phenomenal.
Well, we've got an orchestra, which we don't normally travel with, but we're here in Florida, so why not?
Yeah,
New
why
Year's
not?
Eve.
It is New Year's Eve.
Auld Lang Syne sounds better with a full orchestra. I think.
Now the orchestra, I mean, this is like everything coming to life for you guys. I mean, to be able to play this album in its entirety, plus some of the other catalog music you guys have, and actually have the orchestra on stage, I mean, is this sort of bringing the dream to life, so to speak?
Yeah, it's really, it's a lot of things added to the songs that we would have liked to have added. It doesn't necessarily or usually sweeten it up. It just makes it scarier and, you know, doubling guitar riffs and answering with violins and cellos and that sort of thing. It's really cool. Horn sections in certain parts.
I'm so curious. I mean, the orchestra, you know, looking at them up there practicing, they seem to be so excited to be a part of it too. I mean, this is sort of a great opportunity for them as well. Am I right? I mean,
I don't know about that opportunity, but
it's
probably different for them.
Well, I mean, yeah, they're probably used to playing some stuffy venue with a bunch of guys dressed in tuxedos.
Well, I don't know.
And now they're out here jamming out.
Yeah, no, it's you know, the other orchestras we've worked with got a big kick out of it. So.
Now, tell me about the backup singers as well. I heard there's some kids involved from some of the band members. Is this true?
Oh, well, one of the background singers is Robin's oldest son, Ian.
That's awesome.
And our touring drummer is Dax Nielsen, Rick's youngest son, and his second son, Miles, is playing second guitar.
Now, I'm not saying they're going to mess up, but if they did, does that mean he gets to get back there and tan the hide, or is everything good?
That wouldn't be for me to ask. I don't know. Maybe they get, you know, the allowance isn't quite so high. I'm not sure, really.
I got you. So tell me again about the production. You've done this show in a couple other cities so far.
Several. So we've done it a lot. I mean, with Dream Police, yes.
Right. What can we expect? Like, what do people want to see tonight? What are you going to give them tonight?
Well, to me, it's exciting because it's all live, and you see people up there sawing away on cellos and all that stuff. It's very cool. It's just it's just a huge sound.
Well, I'm looking forward to it, and I want to know though, how much time goes into mapping out a production like this?
Well, it took a while. We did an extended run in Milwaukee, Wisconsin for, I don't know, we did 15 shows or something, and we did a different show every night, except for the Dream Police part, and we'd add different songs in every night, and kept going, so we got a good repertoire of songs that were orchestrated. And then we go, okay, next week we're going to add in these 3 songs, and have Bennett, our conductor, orchestrate those songs. So then we ended up with a big catalog of songs that we could do several hours.
And I mean, but
which we're not going to do tonight.
Do you guys all,
a couple anyway?
As a band, you guys all sit down and go, okay, this is the vision, or do you guys have somebody that goes, hey, you know what? I was thinking crazy. What if we all did this? And you sort of go, yeah, that does sound like a good idea. Like, whose idea is it to put this thing together?
It was our idea, really. We had done the Sgt. Pepper shows at the Hollywood Bowl. They asked us to do that. That was not our idea. And we thought, wow, this is really great with an orchestra. So we did a lot of the Pepper shows around, you know, kind of all over. And we thought, you know, we can just we got a really great response when we started doing our own songs after the Pepper songs. We would launch into, you know, Pepper any album is really only 30, 40 minutes maybe long at the most. An LP, you know, they're not very long. So after 40 minutes, you can't just leave. Well, you could, I suppose.
You could.
We didn't, though. But then we kept going. We got a great response. We actually started getting a better response from our own material. So we're like, well, might as well just do all our own stuff and see what happens.
Well, that's awesome. Well, obviously something big is going to happen tonight, and we're really excited
All right,
to have
good
you
one.
here. So
Glad
it's
to
very
be here.
nice really nice to talk with you.
Thanks.
And look forward to an awesome show tonight. And happy 2012 to you.
Thank you. Same to you.
Thanks a lot, Tom.
Bye.
We've been working on this thing for a while. It's called the Cheap Tricks Dream Police. Coming up on New Year's Eve, this will be our 22nd show. It's quite a big show, actually. It's got 18-piece orchestra and we did 2 different venues before this one, so we're a well-oiled machine now.
And now, live from Janice Live, it's Cheap Tricks Dream Police.